Rolling.
All right, guys, let's go. Everybody for Danny, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Angel here. Let's get Angel in the chair.
I'll let you know who's
All right, guys. Everyone for Danny. Just start rolling with the scrum. All right. Fire away, y'all.
Angel. Yeah, Angel, what do you think about that face-off on team?
It was good. I mean, we've been here before, man. He ain't new to this.
Yeah, I mean, what did you think when you signed him up?
Good. Just another man in front of me. That's it.
It's been a little bit of time since the Benavides Junior fight at a little bit lower weight class. What's the time and with the weight gain? How did you prepare for that?
You know, I just took my time to relax my mind. You know, build more muscle, have fun. Had a lot of fun in that in between time, but still been an athlete. And we worked hard. We worked on building a lot of muscle, sparring bigger guys, and we're ready for the game.
You feel like your power is going to come up to 160, 157?
Yeah, definitely. I was hitting hard in the gym. You know, I was sparring way, and it was weighing way more than me too. Big boys. So my power is definitely there for sure.
Hey, listen, we've been always underestimated. Danny always been underestimated. When he was a champion, they used to call him a cherry picker. So we always been underrated. But we don't care about that. We're just going to prove Saturday night and the new middleweight champion of the world, WBA Danny Garcia. And I don't care how much power he brings. Left hand, no hands, handicap. We don't give a shit about that. We're going to go out there and we're going to prove to the world that Danny's one of the best fighters in the world.
Sammy, in the main event, Berlanga's been receiving a lot of heat from the community about his Puerto Rican American status. How did you overcome that? Because I know you faced a little bit of that during your career. How did you overcome that, and what advice would you give him coming up on Saturday night?
You know, I would just say, you know, just be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Be who you are. Like me, I'm from Philly. I'm born and raised in Philly. I'm a Puerto Rican from Philly. And when I go to Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican people love me. You know, it's mutual. They know I'm from the States, but they still know I'm Puerto Rican. So I kind of just let it be what it is, you know. And if they love you, they love you. They don't, they don't. But if you just stay who you are, the people always love you for being real.
With it being Mexican Independence Weekend, do you feel like it's a little bit of, because of the main events, a little bit of Puerto Rico versus Mexico?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a rivalry, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You got a lot of good fights on the undercard, so it's going to be a great show.
It's his first big weekend representing Puerto Rico. What advice would you give Berlanga going in against a guy like Canelo, who's a legend?
You know, I know there's a lot of pressure. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on Canelo, too. You know, it's his show, but Berlanga's taking a big step in competition. And I would just tell him, just go in there and just take one round at a time, and don't worry about the event. Just go in there and act like it's another day in the gym.
Danny, why this fight, this guy? I'm sure you've had plenty of opportunities to fight whoever you want. You can pick and choose a little bit. What interested you about doing that?
You know, I felt like politically it was an easy fight to get made. I wanted to be a 3-division world champion. And at the time I called him out, you know, he was the middleweight champion. And I think Charlo had all the belts at 154. So I know that was kind of locked in. You know, he had like mandatories and stuff. So I felt like politically it'd be an easy fight to get made for me to give me an opportunity to win another division.
He's changed his style a lot as he's gotten older. He's a lot more flat-footed now. Does that work to your advantage?
Well, it does, because he just wants to knock everybody out. And you can't knock everybody out.
Right.
Because you'll be looking for the knockout all night. So if you don't let your hands about letting your hands go, we're going to go out there and we're just going to try to sit. And if he throws that left hand, he got a chin. We ain't worried about that. We're worried about Danny Garcia coming successful. He could bring rocks, throw rocks at Danny, jump to the moon and back. It doesn't face us. Listen, 11 years ago, he was in the same predicament with Matisse. Yep. And Danny was the champion. Everybody doubted him. The odds were crazy. And Danny went out there 11 years ago. At the same time, September 14th, on the undercard before we got there.
Does it kind of amaze you that here we are 11 years later and you're still kind of getting a little bit overlooked?
History repeats itself.
To me, it's amazing to be here at the same level 11 years later. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, the same kind of big color. Canelo went off for you.
Not many fighters can make it to this level for a couple years. So for me to be here, well, 12 years, because I won the title in 2012. to me, that's an accomplishment in itself. Like, not many fighters can say they've done that. Been here for a decade and more.
Does it seem like yesterday, or does it seem like forever ago?
No, it definitely went quick. It definitely flew by fast. Like, me being 36, like, it's crazy to me. Like, I'm gonna be 40 in 4 years. That's crazy. Like, I was just young and fly.
You've kind of been off for a while. If you win this fight, you'll probably want to be active. Do you think that it'll be exclusively at 160, or could you see yourself going down to 154? Because there's so many incredible fighters there.
Yeah, we just have to see. But this fight's at 157, so it's like in the middle. I don't know. I'm so focused on this fight, it doesn't even matter.
Earlier this week, there was some retirement talk, Danny. That thought never came across my mind. Did it surprise you when someone brought up retirement for you? Because I still see you as a superstar.
No, I get it, because I mean, I accomplished so much, and I've been around for so long. So people, even though I'm 36, but I've been around the industry for a long time. So, you know, so people are gonna start bringing that up. You know, third division, you know, won multiple titles. So it kind of like goes with it a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't want to stay around too long.
Hey, Danny, I believe your pressure is going to be very effective against Lara. Because Lara liked to box. When you're aggressive, like when you fought Matisse and like Lamont and the other, like Zab Judah, when you came forward, they weren't able to box you.
Right.
And he was able to get your power shots.
Naturally, I'm a come forward type fighter. Like, I don't even try to do that. That's just kind of who I am a little bit. But I can sit back and I can counter too. So I can mix it up a little bit. And
You don't like pressure.
Yeah, I know that. So that's going to be very key for y'all in victory.
You think by sitting down all the time, thinking power shot is going to do the job.
Exactly. So that's your key to victory. Good luck to you, Garcia. I'm rooting for you, Danny.
Thank you.
Angel, just to talk about the pressure, we know Danny, he's usually a great counterpuncher. Do you feel like Danny will press Lara and make him feel that edge?
I mean, listen, he's going to get hit with some leather. He's going to get hit. When you're boxing, you got to get hit. He's going to get hit. We'll be able to suck it up at his age, Lara's age. I'm not saying that he's old, but he's up there. I'm not going to make it look like he's old, because then people start saying, oh, you fought a old guy. And we're going to respect him because he's the WBA champion. So we're going to give him that respect. But at the end of the day, Danny Garcia all the way.
Danny, have you had that in your mind and camp at all, that have to be a little bit more the aggressor and not the counterpuncher style? Or just talk about that.
You know, I'm going to go in there and do what I feel like is necessary to win the fight. You know, sometimes the fight unfolds differently a little bit. But everybody knows I always come forward, so that's not a secret. But I got way more tricks than that. You know what I mean? I've been around for a while, so I got more than just being coming forward. So I got a little bit of tools in my bag that I want to come out and bring, you know, and show the world what I have.
You know, throughout both your careers, you're actually the more accomplished fighter, even though he's the favorite.
Right. I mean, technically, I don't even know how he got that belt.
They gave him that belt.
I'm sorry.
Remember, he
But, and they say he's coming up knocking out 4 people.
taking off Triple G.
He knocked out 4 bums. I'm sorry. To me, he knocked out 4 bums. He never knocked out a top-level opponent like me.
Yeah.
I knocked out top champions before. You know, so
And they gave him that
this
super belt.
is sometimes in boxing.
That was Triple G's belt.
Sometimes in boxing, you can slip through the cracks a little bit, where it's like it just happens for you. Like somebody gives you a belt or something.
2 more questions.
How sure are you that you're the hungrier fighter? Do you sense from him at all like he's going
No,
through
he's
the motions?
definitely hungry, because you know he's the type of fighter I feel like he never got the recognition he probably thinks he deserved. You know, like he's done a lot. He's done some good things, but he never been like recognized. You know, he's not like a star, big star, but he has the accomplishments. So I would say he's more hungry to show the world that. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like he's hungry. But I feel like if he got that attention early, he probably wouldn't be here right now.
Last question.
Angel,
Sorry about him.
Angel, if there's one more fight that can solidify Danny as a Hall of Famer, what fight after this one would you want to get for Danny?
Well, I want to worry about Lara. I don't want to drop the cake before the party. So I don't want to predict nobody. I don't want to call nobody out. Or whoever after this.
That's
Him
a
and
post-fight
Bud,
question.
him
I
and
got.
Bud will be a good one. A big money fight.
Doesn't matter.
Rematch from back in the day. Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities, but you can't even talk about that.
Well, I know you're going to be
Because-
victorious come Saturday night.
Thank you. I appreciate
If you pick up the pace and put the pressure on the old man, because you're younger, you're more useful, you've been more preserved, and then force him.
Look at his face.
I know, to force him to fight. Don't let him set up his punches. I believe you'll be victorious, especially with your power shot. Yeah.
Take care of like a rooster.
Good luck to you. Garcia.
All right, y'all. We got some other fighters to